How would you define acting? There's a lot of different answers to that question, but I think in essence, acting is about becoming the character, feeling what they feel, and portraying their story convincingly. And this might sound familiar to some of us because we're all actors in our own ways, but at the end of the day, we still get to keep our thoughts, our mannerisms, our principles and morals, whereas professional actors just can't. Imagine changing everything that you are just to go back to being yourself after what you call work. And it sounds as hard as it is, because the process of getting into character is a very tough one. It takes both time and exercise. And most actors usually start their routine with research and preparation, which is the process that they go through to inform themselves about their characters, including studying historical context, psychological traits, or even physical attributes. If playing a character from a specific time period, actors usually do research into the historical era. For example, if playing a 19th century aristocrat, an actor might want to look into etiquette books, historical documents, or even fashion trends to be able to replicate the character's behavior and lifestyle. And at the same time, seeking into their psychological profile, seeking into their deepest fears, ambitions, and past experiences. And mastering details like walks or accents even enhances the whole experience of the audience. And also, while appreciating the fact that actors care about the accuracy that they're playing with, we can't help but notice that some of them look different on the red carpet than in real life. Different clothing style, the most common. Different hair color, common. Different accents or nationalities than expected. Yes, we see that all the time. But there's actors who take it way further than that in order to portray a character flawlessly. For example, Joaquin Phoenix, who played the Joker in 2019, he underwent a significant weight loss of about 23 kilograms just to play the character flawlessly. And his dramatic physical transformation really contributed to the intensity and authenticity of his portrayal of the character. And so did Cillian Murphy's for Oppenheimer, or Natalie Portman's for Black Swan. And the list can go on and on. Sometimes it's not only about the wigs, the makeup, the fake prosthetic legs, or I don't know, anything that you get on set. Sometimes it's about the whole transformation that actors go through to resemble their characters' physical traits or mental traits. And speaking of which, when portraying a character with mental instability, actors have to approach the role with sensitivity and empathy. Because emotional intelligence is key in understanding challenges, emotions, and behaviors of people with mental instability. The more the character is different from the actor, the harder it is to act out characteristics that they don't personally engage with. And that's art, after all. This is why actors are called artists, because they bring messages to life. They give voices to the messages. But still, let's not forget that there's a whole entire team behind it who puts sweat and tears into making sure that that message gets heard. The crew an actor works with is crucial to the way he portrays the character, from director to cast members, to makeup artists and even costume designers. Each member contributes to the overall portrayal. The director guides the vision, the cast members bring in chemistry and interaction, and costume and makeup help physically transform the actor. And in this way, the crew creates an environment perfect for the actor to be able to immerse into the mind of the character. And also do the sets that the actors work on. They're carefully crafted to replicate the ambience and decor of the story. But let's just say there's cases where the action in the movie takes place in a very different reality. And these are typically created virtually using computer software. And actors do not get enough credit for being able to get into character in front of a green screen and just that. Seeing everyone and everything that's supposed to be edited in, and forget seeing, but talking to a green box or a green stick has to be difficult. Imagine having a whole discussion with the famous Yoda when he isn't actually there. Mark Hamill, who played Luke Skywalker in Star Wars in 1980, managed to keep in character while speaking to a silent puppet. with the dialogue being added in later, of course, but speaking to nothing has to be hard. And I don't think I could ever do that, because I'm telling you from personal experience, it was hard enough for me to work as just a set extra. And to make it clear, set extras are background actors who don't speak in the movie. They fill in scenes in TV commercials, TV shows, movies, or anything like that, but they don't interact with the actors, directly or indirectly. And I've met people who know about their existence, like they acknowledge their existence, but don't know what they're called. And sometimes they don't know that they get paid either, which surprised me until I realized that I thought for a good period of my life that movie directors just took random people from the street and told them to act and everyone was happy about it. But no. As it turns out, it's more about 12 hours of work a day. And I would love to say that I acted when I went on set, but compared to the actors who are transforming into other people, I did nothing. With all the preparation, the makeup, the costumes, and everything that they put on us, we, the extras, weren't getting into characters because there was no character for us to get into. We didn't have a name, we didn't have a story, we didn't have an identity whatsoever. And that made me realize how hard it is for actors and professionals to create a person. And I've been fortunate enough to notice their progress and process. They would take a few minutes before trying to prepare for a hard scene, such as shouting or crying. And even after the director would cut the scene, they would somehow still be in character, still so unsettled and serious. And that freaked me out a bit, but this is what's so impressive, that they would do that for more than just one take. They would do that hours and hours on end and still manage to put the same energy into every take. And to give life to a specific mentality, personality, or even soul, and to do it right, seems impressive and almost impossible. I've lost count of how many artists that played villains made me actually believe that they were mean in real life. And this is what's so fascinating about all of this, that this is their job, to make you think that there's someone else. So, actors diving into character their character is a fascinating and captivating process that connects both imagination and reality. It's one of the most beautiful forms of art, and this is my answer to the question that started the whole speech. How would you define acting?